All right, so real quick for the people at home, what I'm doing is just putting up a picture. We're using our observational skills. We do this in our literature, but it's really easier to show you with a picture. We look at all the details. Try to look at all the details and make an assumption of what this picture is saying. And just a couple of minutes. And so here we go. Here's the picture. Let me get rid of all the little details on the side. There we go. And there we go. All right. So what's going on in the picture? So just kind of make some mental notes. Okay, so what do you think is going on? Hang on.
Students eligible for the academic breakfast, if you want 400, 500, or Viking Village. 400, 500 halls in the Viking Village. Head to the cafeteria now. Thank you.
All right, so what's really going on? What do you think is going on?
It looks like
They're looking at the what?
sun.
They're looking at the sun. Okay, got that. Because it's super bright, right? Okay, and they're outdoors. We got that. H? Looking at something in the sky. Anybody else? The guy in the front just doesn't care.
The person in the back doesn't care.
Okay. Yeah, I am just too cool. So there's a couple of other things too. Let me see if I can blow it up for you a little bit. So if there's any sound at all, that dude's just checked out. So, he's listening to something that, he's got some tunes going on, dude in a business suit. This guy, all right, so is he squinting or is he happy? What's the deal with him? She looks like she's just bathing in it, whatever it is. It's like, oh man, this is awesome. Look at this. Oh, right. Okay. So could this be a model shoot? Dude is in business dress, looking kind of casual, looking away from the camera. Could it be a model shoot? All right. Well, that depends. It depends on what the photographer or what they're trying to show. All right. But also, too, I say it's not because there's too much shadow under his eyes. There's too much shadow here. Usually on a model shoot, the lighting really does. Right, or even if it's not face on, you'll see the lighting kind of highlight those areas and stuff like that. And you wouldn't see the shadow necessarily under her eyes unless we're trying to make sure that she's not being seen, even though she's out in front. Okay, so did anybody notice the guy out to the side?
A little bit.
All right, he's really hard to see. There's no lighting there. He's just kind of framing the picture. So there he is right there. Really don't know what's going on. So he's in a coat. Guy in the back, very back's coat. He's got short sleeves on, long sleeves there. She's been really working in that shirt. That's a lot of wrinkles right there, right? So she's probably an office person, and maybe she rolls up her sleeves a little bit, and that's why all the wrinkles. So just little details like that. Small town or big town? Okay, I would. What makes you say it's a big town? Okay, yeah, looking into it a little bit more, reflections of buildings. So there is a story behind what's happening. One of the things that I thought that might be happening is that, hey, this could be the solar eclipse. Could be one of the, waiting on the solar eclipse and people looking up and doing things. So that was my first impression, all right? And so here's the actual, what it is. It comes from the September 5th, 2013 of Pictures of the Day on the Lens, and it's called a Lens blog or something. And I don't know if it's the New York Times that put this out or Bloomberg News or something. I don't know. All right, so here's the original caption. Too much sun in London. People standing up a new skyscraper known as the walkie-talkie. The glare off the building's skin is so intense that it apparently melted part of a Jaguar parked nearby. So the girl looking up going, oh, this is great. London is not necessarily a very hot or warm city at any time. So maybe she is enjoying the warmth, of that reflection. So that's what, there's not much more to this. One person says this, and this is a high school student. I think that this is a scene from a play because everybody else is like acting like they can't see, and the guy in the middle looks annoyed. There's also a guy in the background with a shopping bag with the earbuds in, who is completely oblivious to everything that is going on up front. The guy and the girl in the back look like they're bathing in sunlight, like they are outside and can't open their eyes because it's too light outside. Someone else wrote, it looks like people are waiting at a bus stop or just randomly staring up at the sky. The guy in the suit looks like he's waiting for someone, and there are people behind him staring up at the sky. I mean, it's different things. How does that apply to our literature? All right, so I guess the point is that a lot of times things do not appear as they seem. I would have never thought that this was so hot. Oh, I did want to say this. I forgot this part too. Bloomberg News reported in London's walkie-talkie Fryscaper, they called it Fryscaper instead of skyscraper. The title of the story was London's walkie-talkie Fryscraper draws crowds in heat. That the beam of light radiating off the 37-story building was measured at more than 110 degrees Celsius. That's 230 degrees Fahrenheit. 230 degrees Fahrenheit. So that was the art. And the article also features a video. So I haven't clicked on the video yet, but can you imagine? That's like baking in an oven. Okay, maybe not. That's if you're going to do something at 230 degrees in an oven, it's not going to be very effective. You're going to be baking a long time. All right, so our thing today, there is an assignment to look at 5 photographs and quickly decide what's going on with them. I'm going to see if I can pull that up real quick. I had it. Maybe it was just on the assignment list. Here we go. Yeah, shoot. Pull this down here. I want you to kind of have fun with it, but I want you to take it seriously. Don't just go through it, because it is our observational skills. And you'll see it under Thursday. It's called Looking for Evidence. Click on Looking for Evidence. I just clicked on it now. And there's a Jamboard called Looking for Evidence. So we are all the time using our knowledge base, our resources, and the evidence around us to make assumptions, educated guesses. This is especially true in the literature we ask you to read for class, but it's most important when we view information from our social networks, news agencies, and even our entertainment media. We are so used to getting messages so fast, we make an assumption just based on everything, based on somebody or popularity or how many hits it gets, and we don't necessarily take the time to look at the background story or actually what's happening, and that is increasingly putting us in danger. You know what they say about when you make assumptions, right? I don't have to spell out the word assumption or assume and show you exactly what it means, do I? Have you seen that before? So it makes an ASS out of U and then ME, right, when you assume. So think about that. But anyway, click on the following link, Jamboard, Looking for Evidence, and go through this 5. I know there's 10 pages, but go through 5, and then you might want to click on 6. But what's going on in this picture? Look closely at the image above, and then here are the questions. The original question is, what more can you find? I mean, if you want to put more, what's going on in the picture? What do you see that makes you say that? And what more can you find? The next one, what's going on in the picture? Why did I leave that in there? I really don't care about question number 3, so because we're not going to do any research on it. Number 4, after looking closely at the image to the left, answer the following questions. What's going on in that picture? And, I'm sorry, here's number 4. And then number 5. Okay, so take a few minutes with that, and after that, should be able to work on anything that you need to finish up. And I'll talk about these pictures tomorrow. Actually, I won't have to. I provided some details in addition. So anyway, enjoy, and remember, this all have to do with our powers of observation rather than someone else's opinion.